Okay, we all know Oda is not a big fan of incorporating cheeky romance into the One Piece storyline. However, he slipped in several lip-lock scenes into the story that most of us have forgotten. And the thing is, not all of them are romantic. Some are strange, some are sus, and some are mad annoying. Well, what else would you expect from Oda? In this video, we will look at 12 instances where we saw either a full-fledged kiss or a very close kiss go wrong in One Piece. In the Whole Cake Island arc, Sanji abandons the crew and returns to his family, leaving the Thousand Sunny without a cook, which leads the entire crew to starve to death. In the heat of the moment, Luffy swallowed the raw flesh of a poisonous fish, rendering him unconscious and on the verge of death. However, proving yet again that Luffy has the devil's own luck, Germa 66's ship happened to be passing close to the Thousand Sunny, and Raju stopped and helped Luffy by sucking off his poison directly from his mouth. Technically, it's not a kiss, but hey, who cares about the technical stuff? Luffy definitely got lucky here. Talking about luck, Nami definitely lacked it in Thriller Bark, as she was harassed multiple times and came perilously close to receiving a marriage kiss while being unconscious. See, in One Piece chapter 366, Absalom kidnapped Nami and knocked her out before he was about to consummate their marriage by kissing her. Luckily, Nami was able to collect herself and reject each attempt at a kiss before Lola stepped in to save her. Before harassing Nami, Absalom tried to do the same with Robin. In episode 339, Absalom in his invisible state appeared on the Thousand Sunny. Sticking to his perverted nature, he attempted to kiss Robin, but thanks to her devil fruit abilities, she was able to save herself from the kiss. Even after too much hassle, Absalom still ended up licking her body in a very fiendish way. Although Absalom failed to steal kisses from Nami and Robin, but it doesn't matter as he pulled 2 kisses from 2 different characters, and boy oh boy, that was hilarious. In episode 365, Absalom managed to kidnap Nami, and he was about to kiss her to seal their marriage. Meanwhile, Hilden, a bat zombie from the Thriller Bark, dashed over to him to inquire about Maria's location, accidentally kissing Absalom in the process. Absalom hadn't even recovered from the trauma of kissing Hilden. A far more dangerous threat awaited him in the form of Lola, a warthog zombie who served under Absalom and was constantly pressuring Absalom to marry her. Absalom insisted that they could not get married because she was a zombie warthog and he was a human. When Absalom announced that he had found a suitable bride, an enraged Lola interrupted the wedding as Absalom was kissing Nami to declare his marriage to her. Meanwhile, Nami managed to knock out Absalom, giving Lola a chance to pounce on him and steal a kiss. These 2 incidents were funny, but the next one had me cracking up. Do you guys remember this scene when Zoro and Sanji almost kissed? Actually, in episode 131, Nami wakes up the Straw Hats because they are very close to an island. Sanji, who is only half awake, tries to kiss Zoro, believing it is Nami. However, Zoro awoke in time and saw it coming. They were both extremely disgusted by what had occurred and began fighting as usual. Okay, this moment could be sus, but the next is sort of a Giga Chad. We all know how big of a Giga Chad our super cyborg Frankie is, but man, in this moment, our boy rizzed up the boss of Smile Factory and stolen a kiss from her like a true Chad. See, in episode 693, when the enslaved Tontada dwarves attempted to open the Smile Factory's front doors, Kyuin jumped in and attacked them by sucking them up with her vacuum cleaner type weapon. However, the dwarves somehow were able to unlock the doors, letting Frankie inside. Frankie came in and suplexed Kyuin out of nowhere, which enraged her. To cool things down, Frankie pulled her close and kissed her. She blushed and told Frankie to accept responsibility for his actions and become her boyfriend, only to be reprimanded later by Senior Pink. This scene was drenched in masculinity as Frankie flexed how hard-boiled he truly is. Talking about the kisses pulled by the Straw Hats, the next kiss was so emotional that it brought the whole One Piece fandom to tears. During the Whole Cake Island arc climax, Sanji decided to part ways with Pudding once Luffy returned. He thanked Pudding once more for her assistance while waiting for Luffy on Cacao Island. Pudding wanted to apologize to Sanji for lying to him, but she could not bring herself to do so. Meanwhile, Sanji expressed his gratitude to Pudding for being his fiancé, which made her cry once more. Pudding makes one last request to Sanji and takes away his cigarette before kissing him. However, she uses her devil fruit ability to remove the moment from his memory before leaving him without another word. This moment sure hits hard every time. But this might not be the only time Sanji got kissed by a hot girl. When Sanji and Zoro were chasing the Tontada who snitched Zoro's Shushui, they came around a dancer performing on the streets That dancer was actually Viola. Sanji became preoccupied with Viola's dancing and lost sight of Zoro. After Viola's performance, the police came and searched for her, so she appeared before Sanji and hugged him so that the guards would pass without suspicion. Nonetheless, based on Sanji's reaction, it appeared that Viola not only hugged but also kissed him. Viola eventually lured Sanji into a trap, beat him up, and held him captive. This kiss may have been painful for Sanji. The next moment was even more painful because it was emotional pain rather than physical pain. Episode 328. These two nobodies approach the Straw Hats, show off their skating prowess at first, and then end up kissing. All of the Straw Hats are astounded by the kiss, with the exception of Sanji, who becomes depressed after seeing it. Aw, I feel bad for Sanji. And you will feel bad for Boa too after listening to the next point. During Impel Down arc, Boa Hancock was able to find the key to Ace's cell and hand it over to Luffy, which made Luffy really happy, and he gave her a tight hug. After Luffy left, Boa lost her mind and began daydreaming about getting married to Luffy and having him hold her in his arms and lean down to kiss her, although it happened in a dream. But hey, a kiss is a kiss. But if you think this is strange, wait until you see the next one, where Luffy kisses a snake puppet. Billick is the primary antagonist of the episode of Luffy Adventure on Hand Island. He uses his snake hand puppet to give Luffy a goodnight kiss during the decisive battle, assuming that Luffy is about to lose. But it turned out that was a misplaced hope, and Luffy ultimately triumphed over Billick. Okay, this is certainly the weirdest kiss ever. Or is it even a kiss? Do tell me in the comments.